So we will continue discussing the characters of the Scarlet Letter. The next one is Roger Chillingworth. He is the ex-husband of Hester Prynne, and he is a medical doctor by profession, and he is also considered as the villain in this story. So we will continue with the character of Roger Chillingworth. As his name suggests, Chillingworth is a compound of worth and chill. Both the things, both the sentiments at the same time in his name. He was worthy, yet he was chilling. He was awe-inspiring. He is in the tradition of Hawthorne's cold-blooded villains who destroy the human soul. So he was a villain, and not only a villain, but he was a cold-blooded villain who destroy the soul of humans, other humans. In this case, the soul of Arthur Dimmesdale, the minister. His worth is that he has been betrayed by Hester and Dimmesdale. He was betrayed by his own wife, Hester, who shunned him and entered into a relationship with the minister, Arthur Dimmesdale. Yet he sins more than he is sinned against. This is an important statement. He is more a sinner than being sinned by others. He betrays the sanctity of the human heart. He is a medical doctor by profession, but he is a betrayer, as Hester and Dimmesdale never did. So, he is the embodiment of evil in this story. His appearance suggests the devil. Even by his appearance, we can gauge that he is an evil kind of person, or rather a devil. Hunchbacked and with a stooping walk, he comes from the list of devils in Milton's Paradise Lost book first. The fire in his laboratory and his blue eyes suggest that he is connected with hell. So the physical appearance of him is very fearful and is linked to the villains or devils which we find in Paradise Lost book first. His cold efficiency and skeptical mind are in opposition to the conventionalized Puritan religious morality. So he is immoral to a certain extent, because he is also a Puritan, and the Puritans were very rigid about morality. But Roger Chillingworth is an exception. Yet his sin is that he is not sufficiently detached or scientific. He is not sufficiently detached or he is not scientific. His systematic destruction of the minister's soul owes its inspiration to a motive of revenge. And he is filled with revenge. He wants to take revenge with Dimmesdale. But he adopts a sinister pattern. He never directly confronts Dimmesdale, because he could not overcome Dimmesdale directly. So he chooses the indirect path. And he systematically destroys the soul of Arthur Dimmesdale. His, like Dimmesdale and Milton's Satan, is the case of a man who was good and who has fallen. So we could say he falls into the category of a fallen angel. He provokes hatred and dislike. He is not liked by people. Those who know him hate him. Yet he is indispensable to the village, because, as I have told earlier, he is a medical doctor by profession. As Dimmesdale is a hypocritical minister, Chillingworth is a hypocritical physician. And sometimes he is being referred to as a quack and his friend. In his role of a friend and physician, he ironically does more harm than good to Dimmesdale. Instead of curing him, Roger Chillingworth devours the soul of Arthur Dimmesdale. He has a diabolical insight into the human heart. So he possesses good psychoanalytical qualities, and he possesses a diabolical insight into the human heart. He could see the he could penetrate into the heart of Arthur Dimmesdale because his heart was filled with sense of guilt, shame, and sin. Yet ambiguously, he is the wronged husband who may exact his revenge by Elizabethan standards. Hester admits his goodness and generosity in the past. His ruling passion of revenge has now. So, we could say that Roger Chillingworth is after revenge. So, his ruling passion of revenge has now made a villain out of him. He is converted, or in the words of Nathaniel Hawthorne himself, Roger Chillingworth is transformed into a villain, and his villainous acts are hated and disliked by the audiences and readers. His goodness in the past may be gauged by his generosity in leaving all his comfortable property to his enemy's child Pearl. So, he bequeaths his property to Pearl. In this case, the child could be considered as enemy's child, because Pearl was the child of Arthur Dimmesdale, whom Roger Chillingworth considers as an enemy. His goodness in the past may be gauged by his generosity in leaving all his considerable property to his enemy's child Pearl. He can be sarcastic, ironical, and mischievous. These three qualities. He is sarcastic, ironical, and mischievous. As Hester is identified by her scarlet letter, the minister by his hand over his heart, and so the physician is identified by his stoop and his hunchback. Even the physical appearance about him is noteworthy, that he used to stoop and he has a hunchback. So, he is a villain not only in his behavior, thoughts, and his patterns, but also somewhat in physical appearance as well. His monomaniac revenge comes to engross his complete being, so much so that he cannot live without his enemy, the minister. So he goes near and near to Arthur Dimmesdale. He strikes a chord with him, and he is so enamored and filled by thoughts of Arthur Dimmesdale, so much that he could not be separated from him. He feels betrayed when the minister makes a confession, and he is filled with a sense of betrayal. He tries to stop Dimmesdale with promises of a happy future, and he stops Dimmesdale from his confession. Arthur Dimmesdale was giving a very detailed account of his crime and sin, but Chillingworth stops him from doing so, because he does not want to lighten the burden on Dimmesdale's heart. He wants Dimmesdale to suffer and die in pain. He fails in saving the ministers and, ironically, his own life. He could not save neither Arthur Dimmesdale nor himself with his promises. He dies within a year of the minister's death, and he dies within a year of minister's death because he was left without a purpose. The purpose of his life was gone, and he had a meaningless existence, following him even in death. And he followed Dimmesdale in death also, and he dies the following year of Arthur Dimmesdale's death. So, we conclude the character of Roger Chillingworth. We will continue discussing a few more characters of the Scarlet Letter in our forthcoming videos. Thanks for watching.